We have a galaxy to save and a schedule to keep. 3, 2, 1, go. For the first time in the history of this entire genre, it is me alone in my spaceship, me against hundreds in this epic space scene. This is an arcade-inspired title. This is Razion EX. Oh my gosh, is that a big one? Am I really alone, or is that person with me? I do not know. I'm continuing anyway. Yes, this is not a speedrun. This is a shmup, a shoot-em-up, a shooting game, a thing which goes pew-pew as I go from the left to the right. This is Razion EX, released on the Switch last year, and here is the first mini-boss. This is a Space Croissant, the test to see if I'm awake. Yes, it's 7 PM, but it's still worth checking out. And I am dead. Right, I am not awake, but that is okay because I'm very nervous. Right, so back to this. So the score system here, you can see that lots of enemies drop cubes, and with the cubes, more cubes mean more prizes. But when there are a certain amount on the screen, then they start to multiply. And after a while, they will start to disappear, but that's okay because I've got my beam available for me, and the beam is going to lock them into place, and it's also going to act like a mini bomb of sorts that will sort me out in the most tricky of moments, not like the first stage boss. And it's the second mini boss. It's a robot friend. Finally, he has wings. He smells a bit, so I'm going to go out from under his arm to take care of the tank and the jumping flash. Back under, and there I go. Right, so this is a port. Shockingly, this is not a native Switch title. This is originally released on the Neo Geo in 2014, and this is made in Germany. So it's kind of relevant here. And this is made by a small company. I'm dead the second time. This is terrible. So this is made by a company called NG Dev, based in the north of Germany. These are 2 people and 1 extra for the music. And they made other Neo Geo games in the past. The clue is in the name. And because it's a port, it means they've done a little bit of changes. So, for example, it runs at 60 frames a second without any slowdown. That is always nice. And it's a little bit wider. It's not quite 16:9, but it's definitely far from 4.3. And that has its own special impact, and we'll talk a little bit about that later, assuming I don't lose all of my lives here. And we are playing on Maniac difficulty here, which is the hardest the game has to offer. I'm not trying to be this bad, I promise you. And that means that the small guys are more trigger happy. The big guys, they think that revenge bullets are the way to go. As I go towards the end of this, and we're going towards the first boss. The intergalactic ballistic missiles blow up their own base. That's a shame. I would have liked that. Now, there are 2 types of auto-fire. The slow-moving one here, you can see my hitbox, and a fast-moving one, which allows me to move quickly. I'm going to use the fast-moving one because I need to go a little bit down and then up again. And I want to position myself in the bottom right-hand corner of this screen for these missiles. Now, these missiles are going to shoot down vertically, but they also have revenge bullets, and I want to. I'm going to risk that because those shots are back. There we go, that is done. And now I'm going to make my way nice and snug in between the shots of the missiles, and that is it. Thank you, thank you. That is the worst stage 1 in the history. Oh my God, would you look at the cobwebs back there? Oh, I have a bad feeling about this, but it's okay because I came from Switzerland with a suitcase full of cheese, and I fully intend to use it. One such way is, for example, my missiles in this difficulty are magic. They can go through walls, which gets me out of all sorts of bother. So whilst I cheese away, Nico, for the first time, let's get some donations in.
Let's do that, shall we? Right, we've got $50 from Recursioning, no message, but that's going towards the bonus run, Octopath Traveler, and we've got $10 from D. Whitney saying, I have been enjoying ESA all week long. This has been such a blast. You know what? It's been a blast being here, and it's been a blast to watch all the runs as well. Thank you very much, D. Whitney, for the $10 as well. And we've also got $20 from the Don Abriano. I think I said that correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong. That also reads, thanks for a great event, with a smiley face. And that smiley face means that the $20 is going towards the Octopath Traveler. Thank you very much, everybody, for the donations. Keep them coming.
Thank you very much. Right, we are coming towards the only mini-boss of this, and it's story time. Right, so one time I was at the beach before all of this, and everybody had matching towels, not really important. Someone looked under a dock, and there they saw a rock. But it wasn't a rock. It was a crab. Okay, so our next mini-boss is going to be lots of trouble, lots of bubble as we go take care of the enemies at the back. There are squiggly shots that will follow me upwards. And I'm going to use my beam because Marathon's safe. And there we go, there is the mini-boss. That is done, and I'm going to make my way underneath this rock now, I hope it's a rock, and use my magic missiles to deal with all of the enemies on the other side, beam for the flowers, and we go forward. And, you know, this is time to relax. As you can see, there are plenty of cubes there, so once I use my beam, I am weak. I need those cubes to recharge, so I can just wait until it gets a little bit too troublesome, like in a couple of seconds here. Use my beam, clear the bullets, and there we go on the way. Right, so we are making the approach now to the second boss. And, well, I mean, the last time when I needed speed, this time I need precision, so I'm going to use the slow one, and also I'm going to resist the urge to do something stupid, which is very difficult for me to do, as you saw from the first stage. These shots are coming towards me. I want to dive into them, but no, that is not very marathon safe. We've got the squiggly shots. Squiggly shots are going to follow me and converge. I'm going to do one more. There we go. Come back, and then 3 more. Come back, and I'm going to go down for preparation for the next phase, which I'm going to nope right out of. That is not marathon safe. That is far too random. Whoa. But this one, this is marathon safe. I feel nice, cushy, and secure in this bullet blanket fort that goes nowhere in my general direction. We have a little bit of scary. All right, fine. Marathon safe beaming action. There we are through to the 3rd stage. And it's a little bit early Xenobladey for my taste. We have gone from a strangely colourful cave complex into the ether mine. What mechanical monstrosity will be awaiting us at the end of this? I have no idea. This is probably the first time that I'm playing this. Thank you very much, ESA, for accepting this run. So, where there are mines, there are naturally tunnels, and the first one of which is coming up here, so there's going to be dangers at the top with the turrets, the bottom with the jumping flash. We're going to have some tanks littering the path as I sweep my way through this, up and down, but nothing too troublesome. But I fear something is out there. It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear, and it will not stop ever until I am dead. Or the internal timer runs out. This is an auto-scroller after all, and I've absolutely no idea who this person is supposed to be, but there are missiles with revenge bullets that are coming my way. Have to stay near the top to deal with the turrets through the tic-tacs. Wait a little bit, under these arrows I go, and then back until the end. There we go. Right, and the rise of the robots continues. Get your favorite Brian May menu music at the ready, because we have a special guest. It is Alan, the assembly line robot. Say hello, Alan. He is waving. He's also shooting, but he is waving nonetheless. That is a little bit dangerous. Do you have something for us, Alan? Oh, donuts, but they're falling to the floor. Oh, let me help you. Nope. Oh, Alan, I'm sorry. Off he goes. So long, Alan. That's a shame, really, because I kind of want some help for the next bit. It's dangerous to go alone and all that, because we are coming to what I call the Tunnel of Love, where I'm going to get bombarded with bullet kisses. So whilst I deal with this like a cover shooter, Nico, let's get some more donations, messages, etc., etc.
You know, you mentioned about your suitcase of cheese. Bobson gives $5 and says, "No crackers, Grummets! We've forgotten the crackers!" And that goes towards the Octopath Traveler as well. Thank you for the $5. Anonymous gives $25. Thank you very, very much for that anonymous donation. Also, Kurvar, our prior runner of Cuphead, saying, following up on my $10 per death in the Cuphead run, they give $20. They said, I died once, but I also did another retry, which should count as well. Thanks for having me, and let's keep it up and reach that 100k goal. Just as a quick reminder as well, Dermalogica, one of our sponsors of this event, is going to be matching all of our donations up to 2.5k as at the point of when I first mentioned it, up till the SMK run coming up very, very soon. So get your donations in. Let's raise some even more money through one of our sponsors due to your kind donations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you. Keeping it coming. Not only do you get saucy late night bandana action, but you also get to double it as well. We're coming to the boss, and when I said it's a little bit wider, there is a difference here compared to the Neo Geo original. It's the Scorpion King, it has a tail, and it's wide enough now to have the tail in the shot. It is a reworked boss, but unfortunately it's a little bit easy, so it's going to do the same thing over and over again, just a little bit faster each time. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing over and over again, just a little bit faster each time. There are additional enemies that will pop up, but you know, I've got magical missiles, so that's not really a problem. Right, one last time, and then I'm going to risk point blanking it. And there we go. So we have the mandatory water level here, and like Donkey Kong Country, it has fantastic music to it, so that kind of makes it okay. No, it's terrifying. If you ever ask yourself what is at the bottom of the deepest, darkest sea, the answer is revenge bullets, and they are coming from all over the place. Even the little ones have them now. Okay, the big ones are a little bit random. Yes, we get to talk about RNG a bit. It's almost like a speedrun. So I have to ask the question, what do you do in the face of adversity? Do you die like me? Do you do like me whilst in the middle of dying, you make a sound like a mushroom in Hollow Knight? Or maybe that was a feral cat, I'm not entirely sure. Do you like to sing yourself into comfort? La 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 la, can I die anymore? Or do you like to embrace the rage and then realize you're on Twitch and probably can't say most of the things that you're wanting to say, and turn it into something adorable instead? Ah, flippity flop, swizzle, you mother duckling. Yes, I said duckling. And we are at the end of that horrible section. Okay, so we're coming up to a mini-boss now. I do not have a name for it, but I do have super secret, super sexy marathon strats, and a whole load of cheese. So, Nico, take it away. And by that, I mean donations, not my cheese.
No problem. So don't forget, everybody, the charity that we are raising money for is Alzheimer Fonden. A little bit about them so that you know exactly who we are donating for. The goal of the Alzheimer Fonden Council work is to get the maximum dividend on research money for affected people who are currently going through dementia and their relatives as well. It's also their goal to be an important research financer in this kind of level of work. In the absence of effective medicines, it is important to research the best preventative measures for Alzheimer's disease. So all of your money, all of your donations goes towards all of this research to hopefully create something that will heal and care and look after them. So again, thank you all so much for all of your incredible donations. We are currently at $78,527 raised this event, and more coming. Let's go. Back to you.
Thank you, everybody. Right, we are in a tunnel, and I am shooting mechanical fish in a barrel, and I always wanted to try a thing called tuna sashimi. Yes, 30-year-old shmup memes. We are fresh all the way over here, but unfortunately all good things have to come to an end, and it opens up, and oh, there are so many bullets. I'm gonna try and not do anything stupid. Right, there we go. We're coming up to the boss, which I think is the second form of the Stage 2 boss. Let's see if it's got anything new for us this time. Right, we're going to start with straight shots right my direction. So a little bit down, a little bit up, a little bit down. Spirals now. Even less movement. So I'm going to do some expert dodging here. I can't do that. There we go. Right. So we are going to go down. There's going to be some apple filling that's going to be injected into this crisscross. I'm going to go to this general direction over here because I've got some terrible habits. Right, down, 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 down. That is not marathon safe at all, but it's okay because it's over. Nico, we have absolutely epic music here, which is perfect for some more information. Take it away.
And information you will get, but not just information, you'll get donations. $15 anonymous coming in with no message. But you know what? They've taken it towards the Octopath Traveler as well. That's the bonus run. That is coming up with the $10,000 incentive that we opened up recently. Did you know that we are currently sitting at $555 raised out of the 10,000 incentive? That's pretty wild. Let's keep it going. But we've also got $5 from Ananance that says, I was going to donate, but that smooth voice has me completely transfixed on the run. So
wait, are we talking about you or me?
You.
Oh,
we'll
fantastic.
Talk about you.
Right.
Well, I don't know, maybe both. You never know. But that $5 goes towards the Octopath Traveler incentive as well. So can we reach maybe 1,000 raised by the end of this run? I'd like to see some. I like to challenge you guys. I'd like to challenge. Let's try and get $1,000 raised for the incentive. Let's go, and back to you.
Fantastic. I tell you what, if we do meet that, then for the next marathon, if there's a stream too, I will submit an RPG and see if I can talk this fast for that long.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first. Let's go.
Right, so this level is a game of prioritization. We have the big birds coming up. Sometimes I'm going to need to sacrifice certain parts of the screen. These water sprinklers, they need to go. That is far too random. Those green ones, they want to shoot diagonally, so I need to make sure that I'm right in front of them to hit them dead on. And we got coming up, oh, we've got Beyblades as well. Beyblades that want to hide behind the asteroids. That makes sense. Right, I'm going to rely on my beam there. And now we come to the only mini-boss of this. We're going to stay in the center, do a little bit of light dodging, back up. And on this difficulty, there is no bullet cancel, so I have to be a little bit careful for the spiral there. And that is gone, and we're continuing. Look in the background. Look how many robots there are ravaged in this epic space scene. I like to think if there was ever a sequel, then that would be replaced by Spinning Tops, because I hate them so much. Look how many they have there. That is absolutely right. I do not like this bit. I mean, it's not necessarily difficult, but I always make a hash of it. But that seems to be done very well. We've got a bunch of jumping flashes there. The Spinning Tops at the top, naturally. And there we go. Right, I'm going to go to the bottom to make sure I take care of the bird of prey and the Spinning Top. Do a little loop. There we go, beautifully done. And we're going to the approach. There are the asteroids that are only a nuisance to me, because thank you, game. Do that with a beam, because I'm going to cheese it, and I'm dead. Right, this is a little bit dangerous. Still possible, just, you know, it's all for drama anyway. So for something a little bit new, by starting something completely old. So this is exactly like the old boss, but for this vomit phase, I will need to dodge. I can't make noises with my mouth. And for the spirals, yes, it's easy to get caught in that. And I've been showing that mistakes are very easy to be made. This is something new. Oh, it's just like being back in school. Tic Tacs are being thrown at my head. This vomit phase, I can ignore that completely. I'm just focusing on the Tic Tacs. I've not eaten. These spirals are coming up. Yes, I do need to care about that a little bit up, a little bit down. The Tic Tacs is still going. And now for the almost the last bit of RNG in this game. I'm going to go up. Where are the asteroids going to go? That is bad RNG. Bad RNG. There we go. Oh. To the last stage, and it's a mini boss rush. The Space Croissant is first. Unfortunately, the Space Croissant is very sick. Why is he sick? Because he has a belly full of Beyblades. And naturally, he's throwing them up right now, but it's okay because I've just got the cure. It is called a laser beam to the face. We have the intermission here. It's the most dangerous part of the game, but don't worry, don't go away and get the popcorn. There's plenty of popcorn on screen. Haha, schmuck jokes. So I would say there are enough, but there aren't. Hey, Alan's back. Hello, Alan. How you doing? Right, he is waving again. A little bit better with the bullets. Oh, you got more donuts for us. Oh, Alan, get better boxes, please. Right, back to we go. Oh, Alan, you're not going to have time. They're going to kill us. There's a schedule to keep. Right, off you go. On to the worst intermission of all. And as you can see, it's going to get very, very busy, but it's okay because there should be enough at the moment to recharge all of the bullets. It's going so well. Our robot friend's going to come back, and I want to sing out just while beat communication, but then I don't know the rest of the words because they're in Japanese. You figured in 25 years I would have actually learned them by now. So we are coming towards the end of this intermission, and I have made an absolute hash of that. But you know what? He said in a Bavarian accent he would be back. Wait, that's not quite right. But he is back with chunky revenge bullets. For this one, I need to stay up top. And for the next phase, spirals, revenge bullets, together at last. It's a combination we've all been dying for, or at least I've been dying. Okay, that is done. And now for the most pointless wave of all time. Pop. Right, we are up against the final form. Yes, we have just attached scary eyeballs to it. Happy Halloween. Wait, it's February. Okay, we're going to start off to the same and the spirals. Oh no, we've got purple shots. Oh, this is dangerous. Oh no, I'm going to have to move slightly further up and down. Vomit phase. Oh no, we actually can. Oh, this is terrible RNG. Right, I'm going to have to use a beam. Yes, I am. Right, that is done. We got some more apple injection through the crisscross. I'm going to wait. There we go. Right, there is a gap here, and I'm going to wait that. Now, the non-homing plasma bullets. There's going to be a gap. There it is. There it is. Oh, that was close. Okay, I think this is on. Yes! Underneath the spiral I go. Bonbon spewing murder clouds come at me, but I'm dead. It's okay, we've won. One more. Nope. All right, that never happened. So with all the skills, we are done with the game. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So to paraphrase Crimson Clover, shmups will never die. There are passionate people around the world bringing experiences old and new to you, and passionate people to play them as well. One of them is coming up next, playing Judgment Silver Sword, and I hope you're going to stick around because that's going to be a lot more skillful than what I just showed you. Right, there is an epilogue. That means there is a story. It's one screen. So everyone's happy. The Dark Zeds, whoever they are defeated, but I have to go now. My planet needs me. It says thank you for playing, but I'd like to thank you for watching, for donating, for interacting, for all the fun stuff that you are doing and will do in the future. Hopefully we can do this again soon. Except for the fact that I am now dead. Nico, I hear you do wonderful things with your steering wheel. Does that include raising the dead?
I'll rain check on that. Rain check.
Okay, until then, I'm going to haunt the ice cream machine.
Perfect.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much for that run. And the commentary, amazing. And there's a few people here that actually love your commentary. Bravest Fremo gives $5 and says, shout out to the runners, impressive improv skills. And that goes towards the Octopath Traveler as well. Dice Goblin with $30 says, so many reasons to donate, just like your run. Let's get to $100,000. Luna Manar gives $10, says, this has given me some lovely R-Type meets Pulsar meets Thunder Force vibes.
Yes, a bit of Blazing Star as well. Ooh. I mean, very Blazing Star, but that's another conversation.
And they say thanks for showcasing as well. wearingfin, thank you so much for the $10 there. Jacket Bob says, with $100, by the way. Let's go. Excellent work, ESA, on a great event. And finally, to conclude, Chris Connings gives $50 and says, thankful to everyone at ESA for such an awesome event. Here's to a great cause and endless entertainment. And then they write something to me. They say, keep it up, Nico. You're doing a great job as host. And to all the runners as well, thank you for the $50. That all went towards the Octopath Traveler. So if I do a quick refresh before we go into the next intermission, we are $850 out of the $10,000 raised, $150 to the first 1,000 of the 10,000. Let's go. But coming up next, as Wearingfin, yes. Wearingfin mentioned, it is going to be Judgment Silver Sword with Ira Kirkisu. I hope I pronounced that right. We'll be back very, very soon.